and good evening, and welcome to Virginia's Views and Vibes. I am so excited today because my guests are 4 times now Zooming. I wish we could do this in person and sit in Sicily on a beach, but we are Zooming from Boston, Massachusetts. And are you in Palermo or where are you now?
So first of all, good morning from Sicily. We are about 20 minutes far from Palermo, in the area of Carini, near the airport of Palermo. And today is a wonderful day. Now it's night. You can see
Yeah.
you can see the lights behind Rosella.
Oh my
Questa
God.
d'info.
Can you see George behind me? We're in this little room, so there you go. Oh,
It's night. It's
beautiful.
7 p.m. in Sicily, and we are super excited, super fancy to talk to you and with your beautiful audience. So, how are you, Jeannie?
I am excellent. Let's catch up a little. You have expanded since we spoke about a year ago. You're doing not only are you back up and running? Are you still on lockdown or any restrictions coming into Sicily, showing vaccine cards or proof of not having COVID? Do you have any of those restrictions?
I just say the COVID-19 pandemic crippled the economy, paralyzed our tourism activities, and so we were all faced with something new, something unexpected, something foreign, and we had to find a new way to start over. We ran a tour operator, a tour company based in Sicily. We are native Sicilians, so we are passionate about Sicily. And so our economy was completely broken by the pandemic, and now it's okay. Now
borders are open.
Yeah, now
even if you need to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
Otherwise, in Italy, it's very complicated to enjoy the most of activities. This is the question.
Yeah, the question. Yeah, I was talking from the beginning, from the very beginning. We had a very bad time because in particular, our target is the American people, Canadians, sometimes Australian, but in particular the 90% of our clients are Americans, and they had no chances to travel to Sicily. We started over last August.
Yeah, August and September.
August and September. Before August was incredible because a lot of restrictions, a lot of rules, avoid people to travel to Italy, and now we are very happy because the majority of Italian people are vaccinated. There are only few restrictions to unvaccinated people. So if you are vaccinated, you can travel, you can do everything. You can enjoy Italy as the Italians. So you have no restrictions to enter the restaurants, museums, outdoor shows, concerts. So you can run, you can enjoy your normal life. But we had a very bad time. But now we are, how to say, we are seeing the future. 2022 will be a beautiful year.
So come to Sicily, our borders are open.
we were a little bit afraid about the Omicron variant, now they say that the vaccine works, and so we are not, how to say, afraid anymore. No fear. You can travel, guys, because it's now everything is possible. You can live your normal life.
We can be back to traveling, and I think that here I'm hearing in Massachusetts we're pretty good vaccine rate. I think it's is it 70%, 60, maybe 70%. So people can leave Massachusetts and travel again. And I think that's great because we're all waiting to be able to get back to life. And the fact that you're still going strong and Italy is so welcoming, and Sicily, there's no, that's the one place we didn't hit before the COVID. And you're right about the Omni. I want to talk about that just quickly. The Omni is not as dangerous as the COVID. So if you're vaccinated or if you have antibodies, you can feel pretty safe traveling again. So I think, get ready, people, make those reservations, go to Sicily. It is, and before you go, check on two things. Check on SiciliLover.com and best thing to do in Sicily, because that's what Rosella and Janko do. And I've been following you on Facebook. And the first thing I saw was that I absolutely loved was your olive garden and making olive oil. So you've got to talk about that. And this is outside of Palermo, that you went to this factory, and it is the most amazing video. Walk through every step. And I thought, I can't grow olives, but I am definitely watching this. This is so fun. So talk a little bit about your olive garden and your olive oil.
Yeah, this is
Gini, we are so proud. Thank you so much for talking about our olive oil, because we are so proud. This is not our business. This is only a passion. We said to ourselves, we have to stop from the normal activities, from the tourism activities, from the online store, because we have to spend at least 3 or 4 days with the olive harvest. This is just like, I just say, something really important for us, because we used to say it's a sort of green gold. The result is a sort of green gold. And so we are super excited. We don't have, I just say, too much trees, only 12 trees.
Mm-hmm.
But
but we collect more than 150 70 kilos.
So it's about 350 pounds, more or less.
Wow. Are you
it's too much. It's too much.
Only with this.
George is laughing over here. George is over here laughing. How many gallons did you end up getting? Because I know there was an online bet saying
it was 22 liters, so it's about almost 5 gallons, almost 4.5, 4.6. I don't know.
Do you sell that? No.
No,
it's
for us.
It's just I just say enough for us, because it's we used to put olive oil in the salads, in the fish, in the meat, everywhere.
Yes, the Sicilian cuisine is based on olive oil. You can also use it to fry. The authentic housewife use the olive oil also to fry.
Let me say something about the Sicilian cuisine. The Mediterranean cuisine in general was awarded by the UNESCO as an immaterial UNESCO heritage. So it's something very, very an excellent cuisine. So healthy cuisine. Don't forget it, because it's used to say, okay, we have a lot of food in Sicily. The majority of people are fat because we love the pastries, we love the sweets, gelato, pasta, just like me. But the Sicilian cuisine, I mean, the ingredients, in particular, as Rosella said, the olive oil is one of the most important key elements of the Sicilian cuisine, and Sicilian cuisine belongs to the UNESCO World Heritage. And so if you wanna enjoy, if you wanna try the Sicilian cuisine, you have to come here. We are specialized in food and wine tours, not only traditional tours. We know what Americans love, and this is a key element of our tours. And so
food and
be ready.
Tell me about your food and wine tour? Because I know from watching your olive processing that it's all organic, obviously, and no chemicals are used. It is the real pure deal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
on your food tour, would we go and watch the olives being, it's only once a year, I imagine, so harvesting would be once a year, but what would a typical food tour be like?
Food is a key element of the tour. It means usually our clients enjoy beautiful guided visits during the day, but at least once a day they enjoy a traditional food. It can be a wine tasting, can be a pastry taste. For example, I can confess now because I have no secrets. In Palermo, we have the best, they say, the best street food in Europe. Palermo is fifth in the world thanks to the street food. You have many opportunities. You have the panelle croquet, for example, the chickpea fritters or the croquet potatoes. You have the arancini, you have the sfincione, the traditional pizza. But if you follow us, if you join our tours, we bring you in the heart of one of the most beautiful churches in Palermo. And we can give you the opportunity to enjoy the traditional cannoli, following the recipe from the cloistered nuns. That's something special, because when we say our clients, now we show you something special, they don't believe it. They say, oh no, this is you overdo, you oversay. Then when they come in the church, they realize it's not just say a joke, it's true. They can enjoy the best cannoli in Sicily right in the heart of a church, in a monastery, and following the traditional recipe by the nuns, the cloistered nuns.
And also many other experiences.
Yeah, this is just
the
one.
sausage making, the chocolate making. And if you want to have an idea of our ideal tour, food tour of Sicily, you can find our Sicily Lover tour on our website, Best Things to Do in Sicily. You can check .com, sorry. You can check Sicily Vacation Package. And this is our ideal tour of Sicily with a lot of food and wine experiences.
Well said, well said. Not only, of course, food and wine, because we include in our tours the UNESCO sites. In this case, I'm not sure, they are about 12 or 13 different UNESCO sites. So in 10 days, you can see the best of Sicily. Sicily boasts, I wanna remind your audience, Jeannie, that Sicily boasts the 30% of the Italian sites, of the UNESCO Italian sites.
Wow.
And Italy is the second country in the world for the number of UNESCO sites. So imagine what Sicily is.
Wow.
The 30% are in Sicily. So you have the Valle of the Temple, you have Palermo, Cefalù, Mount Etna, the Valley of Baroque, Ragusa, Modica, they are beautiful. Syracuse, Ortigia.
We will try to find the right balance between culture, between heritage, food, wine, but in the most relaxing way.
Yeah,
this is
that's
important.
so important. That's so important.
And not boring, guys.
we never rush. We never rush, and we are the owners of the tour company. I wanna I just say underline this. We go with our clients because it's so beautiful, because we love to be with them, but we are not local guides. We only choose the best local guides with the highest, with the best knowledge of Sicily.
And with a great English, not like
no, our English is so bad. Our English is so bad, but we only I just say hire professional local guides. but our clients can say that we only hire, I just say, funny local guides, not boring, because
What did I
clients
tell you? Your
clients
English
don't have
perfect.
to study, clients don't have to pass an examination of the story of the art of the archaeology. They have only to enjoy Sicily in the best way possible.
Well, you talked about my favorite food, which is arancini. I love arancini.
Please,
It is
No.
This is important. We are in Palermo, so you have to say arancine. There is a big fight between Catania and Palermo. Here we call them arancine, and in the other side they call arancini. And today
let me say, Rossella. In English they say arancini.
Yeah.
Just like
I'll say arancina.
because it's the plural of the Sicilian word. In Sicilian we say arancini, no matter if it's in Palermo or in Catania. But when you refer to one arancina, in Palermo is arancina, is female. In Catania is arancino, male. And we always fight about the right pronunciation, the right word.
And today is the day to eat arancini because it's San Lucy here in Sicily, and the tradition.
We don't eat any meat, any flour, any pasta,
bread, no.
Only wheat and rice. And so arancina, it's one of these special foods today for Santa Lucia, December 13th. It's one of the most popular celebration here in Sicily.
Wow, my granddaughter is named Lucy.
Oh, wow.
One of my favorite names. And about St. Lucy, couple things. Here, I heard that on December 13th, because of St. Lucy, whatever weather you have on this day, you will have on Christmas Day. So we're today, cloudy in the morning, 50 degrees now, which is so warm. Yeah, fingers crossed is right.
Finger crossed, because it's a beautiful day here in Sicily.
Also here.
And St. Lucy, didn't she feed the poor?
Sorry?
Did St. Lucy feed the poor? No, or am I confusing her?
So the legend took back to the very, very ancient times when in Syracuse they were starving. They had nothing to eat. They were starving. And they say that people who were devoted to St. Lucy prayed St. Lucy to find something to eat. And suddenly a boat, nobody knew where the boat came from. The boat was full of wheat, not flour, not any other food, only wheat. And that's why people from, I don't remember, we are talking about the medieval time, so a long time ago. And from that, people only have wheat and rice that day. No flour, no pasta, no meat, nothing at all. And it's beautiful because I don't know
Another beautiful Sicilian story. But you mentioned, I'm going to say this, Ryan, Cefalù. Say it again.
Cefalù.
Okay.
Gini, don't worry, because it's difficult also for Italians. Don't worry.
That's a beautiful resort town, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then it was named after, let me see if I have this right. The Greek word or Italian word for head because of the mountain, right?
Yeah, it's one of our favorite locations. It's in the province of Palermo, first of all, for those who don't know where Cefalù is. We are about 15 minutes far from Palermo in the northern coastline of Sicily. And in our opinion, it's a must-see location, but also if you spend at least 7 days, 10 days, it should be your own base in Sicily for a couple of days at least. It combines the heritage, It combines a beautiful seascape, beautiful landscape.
Beach also.
The sandy beach is wonderful. It could only a little bit crowded in the summertime in July or in August, because it's just like a goal, not only for Americans but also for Italians, for French, German people. Everybody loves Cefalù. You have a beautiful mountain. You said the Rocca, the rock of Cefalù is wonderful. Right. It's a very, very particular shape, and the village. The village is delicious. You can stroll, you can relax, you can shop, you can enjoy your time in Cefalù. It's just like Taormina, in my opinion. No, Rosella?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
Taormina is a little bit more popular. But they both are beautiful. They are both beautiful. They boast the same, how do you say,
climate,
the same atmosphere.
Yeah.
They are magic places.
Two must-see locations in Sicily, of course. And if you come to Sicily, please take your time, take at least 10 days to enjoy the best of Sicily.
Absolutely. I'm admiring your jewelry. Speaking of which, I'm going to see if I can show this again, because I'm looking at your jewelry. I hope you can see it. And this is an amazing, made in an amazing way. And I assume the jewelry you're wearing. Talk a little about your online store, because that is, as you can see, I did order. More than one thing, but my husband's here. I can't let him know how much I spent.
Thank you so much. So we are very proud about this new online store, and we are proud to say that this is the first and the biggest.
First of all, this is the biggest. It was born like a joke.
Yeah.
And then we used to say it was like a baby, a newborn baby, because it required 9 months of work, just like a pregnant woman. And so we are so proud of it, because it was in the worst time of our life. We were, I just say, as I said, we were in a very bad situation.
At rock bottom, and you had to pick yourself up and come up from the ashes, because we all had to, yourself like many of us, we had to redefine ourselves. And by doing that, you came up with a magnificent business, the jewelry, the Sicilian lover, that is amazing. It is pottery, but the item I showed you, that is made in the most ancient of ways. It's absolutely beautifully laced. It is one of my favorite items on that store site. But there's also pottery, is that correct? Pottery,
jewelry, pottery, clothing, Sicilian clothing, and a lot of crochet items.
We have also the bobby lace. We have the basket makers, so people who embroider the wood. So we have a lot of different traditions that are disappearing. A lot of craft that nobody wants to do because they are time-consuming jobs, so we are. This is our mission. So we wanted to give those people, those artisans, a chance, not only to be popular, but because we wanted to preserve their crafts, their ancient traditions, and so. This is part of Sicily. This is our DNA. So not only business. This is something beautiful, and we are so proud.
And we forgot to say the most important thing, Gianca. Everything is handmade here in Sicily.
100% handmade in Sicily.
Also the T-shirt.
That's so funny. That's so funny. This is a funny story. Please give me the opportunity to say that we have a lot of friends in America, in Canada, And when we said we are also including the Sicilian t-shirts, they said, no, it's not possible, because everybody everybody knows that t-shirts come from China, from Bangladesh. And we said, no, you don't know, because we have a tailor. She's a lady. She makes t-shirts for us.
No
Then
way.
we have another lady who paints and paints the t-shirts. So it's something special. Rossella, would you like to take a t-shirt? It's incredible. We can't give evidence of this, but if you watch the videos, for example, dedicated to Gaia is the tailor involved in the online store, in the Sicily Lover online store. You can see Gaia while she cuts the cloths, she makes the t-shirts, the apron.
Wow.
We are so proud of our apron. A lot of people, we are following the speech of the food. A lot of people enjoy cooking classes. In the last months, we managed some virtual cooking class, because we were all in the restrictions in the pandemic, and we launched a cooking class. And so now we are proud to say that our followers wear the Sicily Lover apron.
Yeah.
And it's
I love it. That's awesome. And I saw that, and I saw the t-shirts, and I thought, I want to challenge all my Sicilian friends in America to order these t-shirts, because what better way to show you're not just Italian, but you're Sicilian. And the t-shirts are beautiful, by the way. I did take a peek at them. I like those. And I know it took me back to my grandparents going back to Sicily, the wagons and the colors, that the red is from one town and the yellow was for Palermo.
Yeah.
And I thought everything is absolutely beautiful and worth checking out the store and ordering, and the pottery. But I'm looking at almost 1 minute left. So I want you to finish up and talk and show me what you want to show me, and talk about 1 minute of what you do and what you want to do, and a big come on and welcome to everyone.
Rossella is took the Sicilian flag, not the Sicilian, the Sicily Lover flag. So we had to reinvent the Sicilian flag. Trinacria, the beautiful lady with 3 legs. But we had to combine Trinacria, the lady, with the heart. The heart is a symbol of our passion for Sicily. So the actual shape of Trinacria is different. We had to invert, to combine in different way the legs, just to to give Trinacria the opportunity to enter the heart. And this is our logo. This is our it represents our love for Sicily. And
Jeannie, over the years, we have been working to spread love for Sicily.
Yeah.
And this gave birth to one of the biggest community of Sicily lovers in the world.
Yeah.
No?
It makes us so proud.
It is beautiful.
And we're priceless.
Out of time. So I want to say thank you so much. And you know what? Everyone, go on SicilyLover.com, and your flag looks like an angel. So come
thank
back
you so
again.
much.
We hope to see you soon, and have a wonderful evening, and join us again. Ciao, ciao. Mwah.
Jeannie, you have to come here. We wait for you. We look forward to meeting you in person. Don't forget it.
I would love to. Thank you so much. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas, Buon Natale. Am I saying that right?
Merry Christmas to you and all your beautiful people who follow you.
And then George is here. He just wants to say hi.
Ciao, ciao.
And I have to go back and spend more money at the store.
Enjoy your shopping.
We used to say if you can travel to Sicily, we bring Sicily to you.
Yes, that's right. Have a great
Mwah.
day. Bye-bye.
Ciao. Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much for giving us the opportunity to be with you again. Ciao.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.
Ciao.